Home, sweet home. How very perceptive of you. Yes, Elliot is still asleep. Because he doesn't need to be awake right now. Get in here. Take him to Scorpius, but then have him wait for my instructions. I'm doing what I said I would do. We have a deal, don't we? Or are you already looking to back out of the arrangement? I wouldn't recommend it. For your sake, or for Elliot's. I said I'd let him go, contingent on your cooperation, and that's what I'm doing. But I'm obviously not just going to give Elliot a pat on the head and send him on his way. As if he wouldn't turn right around and fight his way back in here. Or at least try. Or, if he had a few more brain cells to rub together, he'd immediately go to whatever authorities he thought might help. And believe it or not, I'm not particularly excited at the prospect of having my plans interfered with, so no. I'm not just going to open the front door and send him back out into the parking lot. You're unempowered. And I imagine Elliot doesn't interact with demons particularly often. Has he ever told you about them? Not much. Well, then here's a fun fact about them that you might appreciate knowing. Demons have a handful of magical abilities that are exclusive to demon kind. Ones that humans can't learn. One of those abilities is memory modification. Erasing old memories, implanting new ones. They can reshape someone's entire life. It's pretty incredible stuff. And it can be a very useful ability to have on one's side. Scorpius is a demon. One who's gotten very good at memory modification. I said I'd let Elliot go, and I will. But the only way I can do that safely, for both the safety of my plans and, believe it or not, his own personal safety, is to make a few of those modifications to his memories. More than a few, actually. A lot needs to change. He needs to forget about having any interest in what Closeness is doing. And he needs to have no reason to go looking for you. In the meantime, some new memories of a particularly bad breakup with you in the past should be enough. Especially if along the way, we take away some of the sweeter memories you two share. Why shoot for bittersweet when you can just have bitter? God. Before you completely lose it, I'm not done. There's more to memory modification than just that. Those memories won't just evaporate. It's not that simple. It's a misnomer to say that memories can be erased. They can't. Not in that way. They're just transferred. A demon has to experience a memory in its totality in order to remove it, and in doing so, the memory then lives in them. And most importantly, to you, that means the memory can then be restored at a later date. I'm not an idiot. If I want your cooperation, you're gonna need something in return. That something is the promise that if you help me get in contact with Brachium and see this through, I will have Elliot's memories restored to him. You get everything you want. Rather than keeping your boyfriend trapped here, tortured in front of you as a constant reminder of what you need to do, he gets to be free without any more pain, any more suffering, any strife at all. And if you do what I tell you to, when this is all over, he'll get his memories back, and you two can go live out whatever little fantasy your heart's desire. Maybe go build that cabin up in the trees you two like to dream about. Wouldn't that be cute? I'm trying to show you a little compassion. If you'd prefer, we can reassess the terms of our arrangement. I can keep hurting him right in front of your eyes as a daily reminder of what needs done. But believe it or not, I don't really want to do that. And I would take a wild guess and say that neither of you two would want that either. To be clear, it would be a lot easier for me to just keep him here to rot. But I'm trying to show you my version of a show of good faith. The love of your life gets to go free, and while his memories of you will be fucked, they can also be restored just as easily, provided you play ball. So cut the bullshit. You've already got the best version of this deal you're gonna get. He goes free, you help the cause, you two get to go back to a normal life. Sounds like a hell of a bargain to me. You don't have to know that you can trust me. I don't really care if you trust me or not. I'll get what I want either way. But as one more show of good faith, when the memory modification is done, I will let you watch Elliot be released back out into the world with his fresh outlook on life. Well, that's gonna have to be enough. I'm not about to have some lackey follow him around with a camera so you can get some live feed of him out there living his normal, boring life. You're gonna have to take my word for it. And trust the fact that I would gain nothing more from keeping him here after telling you I let him go. What would be the point of that? Lording the promise of your future with him over your head works just as easily with him gone, and it gives us one fewer mouth to feed. It's a concession. Take it or don't. It's no difference to me. Good. Now that that's out of the way, let's turn our attention to more pressing matters. You, Elliot, and Brachium have shared a dreamscape before. Elliot created the dream, you were the conduit, and Brachium was the guest of honor. We're gonna recreate that little scene. But I'll be the one setting the stage this time. But if I understand what was bouncing around in that dreaming head of yours a minute ago, Brachium's powers to reach out into your mind are going to take a bit to recover. He exhausted them, trying to protect you from me, and by pulling Elliot in as well. So, it's a waiting game, then. I'm not always known for my patience, but it'll have to do. In the meantime, there are things to arrange anyway, namely Elliot's memory adjustments. I'll have to make sure my instructions to Scorpius are very clear, so that ultimately, we all get what we want. While I take care of that, you are gonna stay here, in this illustrious basement, under continued surveillance, so don't try anything. Not that there's much an unempowered, tied-up human can do, but either way, now's not the time to play hero. Are we clear? Good. What? In the dream with Brachium, I'll be the one doing the talking. He can hear the questions from me. I don't need you to relay them. Which means you don't need details, least of all right now. You already know enough. There is a life at stake here. One that means everything to me. Someone I would do anything for. Including this. Let's get something straight, right here and now. Do not push me on this. I don't need you to understand me. I don't care if you empathize with me. I'm not looking to get some kind of validation out of you. I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I know it's worth it. So I'm not going to sit here and paint you some bleeding heart picture of what that person means to me to try to get you on my side. I don't care about that. I know what I'm doing. And I know why I'm doing it. And that's enough for me. So you can stop asking questions because I'm done answering them. I am already giving you more than I need to. Don't make me regret that. Just sit there and shut up and wait till I come back. Your curiosity will be sated soon enough when you get to listen in on my little chat with your death-walking friend. You know what they say. Patience is a virtue.